People make a lot of friends that way. However, in that dorm that we were just in particular, I would say that it is mostly like sophomores and some juniors that live in there. We'll walk by a really popular freshman dorm in a little bit. I'll be sure to point it out. So that was one question that I was asked. Another question is like housing applications. How does that work? Do you get the type of housing that you want? So the summer before you start at BU, you fill out a housing application and you list your top 5 preferences for where you want to live on campus, and that that's with like what size of room you want and also like what style of housing you want. So if you want to live in a suite, you also put that on your housing application. Generally speaking, students get one of their top 3 choices of where they want to live on campus. So people do generally get what they want with where they live on campus. And if not, there's also a room swap process that you can do if you're really unhappy with your housing that you get. So housing options are really great on campus, so odds are where you get placed as a first-year student, you'll be happy with it. So, yeah. We're about to walk through a dining hall now. The dining halls on campus, we have 3 of them, and every dining hall has a gluten-free station and a vegan station, as well as vegetarian options for every meal of the day. So if you have different dietary restrictions, BU has got you covered. We're going to walk through this dining hall right here in this building on the right. It's at 100 Bay State Road. It's known as Marciano Commons. We're going to walk through. We just ask that you don't take any food while we walk through. Just look. The dining hall staff don't take too kindly to that. So we're going to walk through, and then I'll stop on the other side and talk more about dining on campus.
Oh, very nice. We're going to come on out here. All right. We'll stand here for just a minute. So that was one dining hall on campus. Like I said, we have like 3 main ones. We have a couple of other really small ones as well. So a little bit about how meal plans work on campus. So meal plans are divided up into 2 different types of currencies. That's how I like to think about it. One of those currencies is a meal swipe. A meal swipe is what you use to get into a dining hall like that one right there at 100 Bay State Road. You use a meal swipe to get in, eat as much food as you want, but then once you leave, your swipe is up. The other type of currency that our meal plan has on campus, they're called dining points. Dining points are what you can use at grab-and-go locations on campus. So these are places like our coffee shops on campus, our food court, our little mini grocery store on campus, things like that. So when you select a meal plan, when you come to BU, you can pick a meal plan that has a lot of meal swipes and not so many dining points, or you can go the other way around and get lots of dining points and not so many meal swipes. And it's really up to you and your eating habits
will say, this building here, 100 Bay State Road, is not just a dining hall. There's lots of other good things in this building as well. The first of which is our Educational Resource Center, which is a tutoring center on campus. So if you need help, you're struggling academically in any of your classes, that's a really great place to go. You can just like drop in, get some help. That's really great. Another cool service in that building is our Center for Career Development at BU. The Center for Career Development, what's really cool is that once you are a BU student, the services in the Center for Career Development are accessible to you for life. So even as an alumni, like 20 years down the road, let's say I want to mix up my career, I need some help, I can come back to the services that our Center for Career Development offers here at BU, which is really great. They'll help you with every single aspect of the job search process. They'll help you with networking. They'll help you revise your resume. They'll even do mock interviews with you if you have a big interview coming up that you're nervous for. So they do lots of great stuff in there. They're all super helpful. We have lots of online resources as well too that are also really great. So that's a couple of other good things in that building. Yes. So we have 3 main dining halls on this main campus here. However, we also have 1 dining hall on our Fenway campus. So if you count that, that's 4 total. But on this main campus here, 3. Yeah. Any other questions? All right, we're going to keep walking then. One other thing that I didn't mention earlier with housing is a little bit about security on campus. BU does take a lot of different safety measures, one of which is, as you noticed when we walked into that dorm building, there was a security guard who was on duty. And all of our large dorm buildings on campus, there are security guards that are stationed there 24/7. And in order to get into the building, you have to swipe your student ID card and then show your picture to the security guard on duty. So that's one way that we makes sure that all of our dorms are super safe on campus. Another security measure too is that if you live in a smaller dorm building on campus, like a brownstone, there is not a security guard stationed in all of those buildings 24/7. However, the only people whose ID can unlock the doors to that building are the people who actually live there. So when I lived in a brownstone my freshman and sophomore year here at BU, only me and my about 20 other housemates could actually unlock the doors to the building. So it's super safe. BU also has a blue light system, like a lot of other college campuses. So we'll walk by some more shortly. But the blue lights are these little blue lights throughout campus, and there's an emergency call box attached to them. So if you're having an emergency anytime, day or night, you just push the giant red button attached to the light, and Boston University's police department will respond within 90 seconds. So we have a really great response time. Campus is super safe, well lit. You're safe on campus, even though we're in a more urban environment. Also, right now, we are now walking on Commonwealth Avenue. That's this main road here. Commonwealth Avenue is the main road that BU's campus stems off of. From its most eastern point to its most western point, campus is about 1.5 miles long. So it's kind of long, but it's mostly a straight line, so it's really hard to get lost, which is great. There are a couple of different transportation options for you to get around campus. You can always walk, of course. However, if you don't want to walk because of the weather or you're tired, just don't feel like it, whatever reason, it's fine. There are a couple of ways to get across campus. One of which is Boston subway system, the MBTA. We have an MBTA line that runs directly through the middle of campus, stops all along the way, super convenient and nice. The other transportation option around campus is to use the Boston University shuttle. The acronym for that actually spells out the word bus, BU shuttle S bus. So the bus is a free shuttle service that runs throughout campus day and night, and will drop you off all throughout campus. It's a nice way to get across campus, sometimes a little more quickly and directly than walking, and it's also nice when the weather's not so great outside. So those are a couple of transportation options for while you're here on campus. All right, in just a second we're going to start getting into a bunch of academic stuff here at BU, so be ready for that. Does anyone have any questions in the meantime? always like to study in my dorm building a lot of the times, like in my common room. However, on campus there are also lots of different libraries. There's also a Starbucks in this building here that I like to sit at and study in sometimes. Lots of different good places to study on campus. We're going to stop up here. So, lots of good spaces throughout campus to study. So right now, this building here, behind you all, that is our Questrom School of Business. The Questrom School of Business, all students major in business administration. However, from there, you pick a concentration area within the greater field of business. So these concentrations can be in things like marketing strategies, accounting and finance, entrepreneurship, things like that. So it's a little bit more of a more narrow concentration within the greater field of business that you can really emphasize your studies in. One cool thing about the Questrom School of Business is your junior year you do what's called the cross-functional core project. What that means is you work in a group of about 10 to 12 other students and you create a business plan for a product that doesn't actually exist. One example of this is that one group came up with the idea of the fire shovel. The fire shovel is a shovel that you use to shovel snow during the winter, but the handle of it heats up so your hands don't get cold while you're shoveling snow in the winter. That was their product that they came up with. So they then came up with a whole business plan of how they would manufacture this product, market it, distribute it, all that good stuff. And then at the end of the semester, you present it to all of your professors and peers. And it's a really cool culmination of all the things that you've learned during your first 2.5 years at BU, as well as also just hands-on but also creative application of the field that you're hoping to enter. Does anyone have any questions about studying business at BU? Okay, cool. We'll keep walking then. Like I said though, there's also a Starbucks in that building, so even if you're not a business student at BU, it's a nice place to go. I am there a lot. Cars on campus? Yeah, that's a good question. So there is some student parking lots available on campus. However, it is definitely kind of limited. Most students do not have cars on campus just because there's so much public transportation around here that you really don't need a car to get around the city, get around Boston, and to be here on campus. So it is pretty rare, but it is available to you if you do have a car that you need to have on campus. All right. So this brick building right here across the street, that is our Wheelock College of Education and Human Development. BU Wheelock is my home on campus. It is home to 10 different programs at BU, 9 of which lead to licensure to teach in the state of Massachusetts, which is really great. So once I graduate from BU, I'll be able to teach students with disabilities ages 3 to 21, which is really cool if you ask me. We're going to cross the street now. One really cool thing about BU Wheelock is that they really emphasize field work during your time at BU. So students studying education here will go out into the classroom early and often. So your freshman year at BU, you actually take a course called Introduction to Education, and in that course, you get to go out and work with the teacher in the greater Boston area 1 day a week. So it's a really great opportunity for you to get out into the classroom early and really get a feel for if education is the right path for you. Also, I'd like to point out across Commonwealth Avenue, that really big glass building, that is our Center for Integrated Life Sciences and Engineering on campus. It's a fairly new building. It's a state-of-the-art research building. There's lots of really cool research labs in there. I like to point it out because it's kind of right around where a lot of our College of Engineering buildings are on campus. So the College of Engineering at BU, there are 4 different majors. They are computer engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and biomedical engineering. There are a couple of concentrations within those 4 majors as well. A couple of cool things about the College of Engineering at BU. One is that BU College of Engineering has this motto of creating what's called societal engineers. So Societal engineers are people that are going to work to make the world a more sustainable and inclusive place, which is a really cool motto. Also, another cool thing, we're going to stop right by this bench here, is that your senior year, you do a senior design project. For this project, one example of this project that one College of Engineering student did is that they noticed that the above-ground subway stops throughout the city of Boston were really inaccessible to people who use wheelchairs because there were no wheelchair lifts or ramps for people who use wheelchairs to be able to get on and off the subway at these above-ground stops. So, this student came up with a wheelchair lift that would work at all these subway stops, presented it to professors and stuff, but also went and presented it to the city of Boston. And now these wheelchair lifts have actually been implemented all throughout the city. So that's a really cool way that a BU student left a legacy, not just on BU's campus, but in the greater Boston area as a whole, by making it more accessible for people who use wheelchairs, which is really cool. Any questions about studying education or engineering here at BU? Cool. Two more schools. First of all, behind you, that is Sargent College of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences on campus. Sargent College is home to programs such as behavior and health, nutrition, pre-occupational therapy, pre-physical therapy, lots of good things like that, human physiology, lots of good stuff. A cool thing about Sargent College is that, hi Ellen, good, how are you? So Sargent College also emphasizes field work, just like our education college here at BU. So BU has partnerships with lots of different hospitals, clinics, schools, all throughout the greater Boston area. And so you have lots of opportunities to really get that hands-on real-world practice with what you're learning in the classroom out in the field during your time in Sargent College, which is really great. Also, across the street behind me, across Commonwealth Avenue, is our College of Communications on campus. The College of Communications has three main programs, and they are mass communications, journalism, and film and television. So those three programs also have different concentration areas within them as well, such as like advertising, public relations, things like that. A couple of cool things in the College of Communications. First of all is BU's TV station, BU TV 10. BU TV 10 is actually home to the nation's longest running college soap opera. It's called Bay State. It's a fun campus tradition. It's been going on for about 30 years now. And it's open to any student on campus who wants to get involved in it, regardless of what you're studying. So, if you want to act in a soap opera, you can do that here at BU. I have lots of friends who really love being a part of the show. Also in our College of Communications is BU's radio station, WTBU. WTBU is all student-led radio programming, 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. One of my friends has a show on Saturday nights called Jalapeno Peppers. They play international music throughout the night and just like talk and hang out. It's really fun to be able to turn on the radio and like listen to your friends on there. That is also open to students regardless of what they're studying on campus. So even if you're studying something like business on campus or like behavior and health, you can have a radio show about anything you want. So some fun things in that building. Any questions about Sargent College of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences or the College of Communications? We're good? All right, sweet. We're going to keep going then. Live in there.